Welcome to CMR Learnstuff. In this video, discussing about research terminology that will help you to tackle complex research questions in UGC NET examination and other examinations. First one, hypothesis. Hypothesis as a specific testable prediction about the relationship between variables. It is an assumption based on prior research, observation, and existing theories. It is testable. Testable means testable through experiments or data collection. Thus, hypotheses often involve an independent variable and dependent variable. Independent variable means what the researcher manipulates, and dependent variable what is measured. Hypothesis provides direction to the research process, and it is an assumption based on some evidence. For example, if plants are given more water or more sunlight, it leads to faster plant growth. Thus, more sunlight or more water is the cause or independent variable, and it is result or outcome. Plant's height or plant's growth is a dependent variable, or it is effect. So this example demonstrates a clear testable prediction and can be predicting the relationship between variables. Second one, variable. Variable is a quantity, characteristics or symbol, and it can be measured, counted, manipulated in a research study or experiment. It can take on different values, and it is very important to the formulation of hypothesis, the design of research experiment, and interpretation of data. So variable help researchers to formulate hypotheses, design experiments, analyze data, and draw meaningful conclusion. Types of variables. First one, categorical variables. It is not numerical, expressed as textual labels and categories, and essential for categorizing and grouping observation. This can be divided into two types, nominal and ordinal. Nominal, for example, gender, male, female, others, etc. Ordinal, levels of education, for example, BA, MA, and then satisfaction, satisfied, satisfied, and a neutral, such kind of categorization. Next one, quantitative. Variables that can be measured or expressed with numerals. It can be measured and expressed with numerals and can statistically analyze. Data represents amounts, for example, height, weight, age, temperature, etc. Quantitative variables are discrete variable and continuous variable. Discrete variable counted as whole number units. For example, number of students in the class, number of students. So, discrete variable counted as whole number units without fraction or decimal components. Second one, continuous variable, for example, height, temperature, time, weight, years of experience. It is measured on continuous. Independent variable and dependent variable. Independent variable manipulated in scientific experiment. It's a variable that stands alone and cannot change it by other variables. For example, someone's age. It is the cause, input or factor that a researcher manipulates or changes in an experiment. Dependent variable is the outcome or effect of independent variable. Intervening variable is unobserved hypothetical variable, and it cannot be directly observed or measured. For example, high level of education can lead to better job or better occupation, then its result higher income. The next one, extraneous variable, a variable that you are not investigating but affect the outcome of your research study. For example, background noise during a telephone survey or telephone conversation are extraneous variable. Then, what is abstract in research? In a research, an abstract is a concise summary of a larger academic work. It's about 100 to 300 words long and it highlights the research problem, research methods, finding, conclusion, and interpretation. It gives overview and include technical terms, keywords. So it is the first part of the research paper, a short summary of a complete research. So introduction, research purpose, methods used, result, conclusion are basic contents of an abstract. It also include context, the background informations of your whole research, and general topic and specific other topics, research problems or questions, your previous knowledge about previous research outcome or findings, goal of your research or relevance of study, methods used, and your main findings, result, arguments. What is baseline in research? It is an initial state or measurement of a situation. It's a variable taken at the start of a study, and it enables comparison, and it also provides an information base to assess an activities or studies progress. So baseline is a collecting and analyzing information at the start of a project or program. So collecting baseline data as demographics, patients' characteristics, and measurements specific to study, etc. Measuring a patient's conditions before a treatment begins is an example.